quiet for a joyous day. Hello, everyone, and thank you all for being here. It is a day to celebrate. This is a day that Minnesota says, bring your authentic self. You'll be seen, heard, valued, and loved in this state, and that we want you to be whoever you are. And that should seem like a pretty simple statement. The fact of the matter, it's not the case. And I want to thank, there's too many folks here to thank everyone. I want to be very careful about making sure we get folks out there. The folks in this room, and as Lieutenant Governor said a little while ago, a lot of folks who aren't here with us any longer, who have fought these fights on equity, on fairness, and on human rights and human dignity. But these fights have been fought. They have been fought in the public. They have been conversations amongst family, and they have been fought in the legislative process. We have several of those leaders here, Senator Dibble among them, Representative Hornstein, and so many others. And I want to be clear, we're here today to sign an executive order banning the discredited, Byzantine, and quite honestly, very harmful practice of conversion therapy. The idea that we would change someone's basic who they are through practices that is not supported by any legitimate organizations, whether they be mental health organizations, medical organizations, or anyone. And you're going to see a spectrum of folks up here talk about that beauty of the human spirit. They'll talk about the psychological part, they'll talk about the health part, and they'll talk about the spiritual part of what it means to be fully human and who we are as each one of us. And we've asked and tried. I want to thank the House of Representatives, made an attempt to try and get this through legislatively, and Senator Dibble's tireless work around that, and our allies out front Minnesota, the folks who are here from out front. This has been an issue that you have been talking about for a very, very long time and asking for this to be done. Rainbow Health, Gender Justice, so many others who are out there, and individuals who have had the courage to stand up and say this is not something the state should condone. This is not something that should be done. So the EO that I'm going to sign empowers existing law that already is in state agencies, from the Minnesota Department of Human Rights to the Minnesota Department of Health to the Commerce Department, to ensure that no minor Minnesotan, anyone under 18, or vulnerable Minnesotans is subjected to this Byzantine torturous practice of conversion therapy. This law will make that no longer available in Minnesota. It will make a very strong statement, again, that this is a place where you are welcome. And whatever the you is the one that we welcome. So we will instruct state agencies to use their authority to restrict the practice. It will be in things such as not making sure that insurance companies are reimbursed for this practice, and making sure that we are putting everything in place so the scope of what those agencies can do is focused on that existing law to make sure that this ends. Today, we join 23 other states who have taken this step. There's no place for hate in this state. There's no room for division. Our LGBTQ plus community is part, and a huge part, of what it means to be one Minnesota. When they are hurt or put through this, we all hurt. And when they succeed, we all succeed. So I am incredibly grateful for the work that's done. I feel a sense of gratitude for all the people who did this. I feel a sense of thinking today what this is about. There's someone out there today, a young person, and trying to understand a complicated world, trying to struggle against things as they already are, trying to understand who they really are. And I hope they're able to see what this community in this state says is, we see you, we hear you, and we will make sure that you're in a safe place to be who you are. And this law will take one more, this EO will take one more step, but I would be remiss if I didn't say it. Our real goal needs to be to just outright ban this discredited practice, do it through the legislative process, and do it for all Minnesotans. But today is that first step. Protect our minors, protect our most vulnerable Minnesotans, and say to the rest of the state and the rest of the country, Minnesota's here to make sure that love prevails. So with that, I want to introduce Lieutenant Governor Flanagan.